What's up, guys? I got the keys here back with another video. So today I want to talk about something, behind the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, right? Um, so, what we don't realize is that manifestations take a certain amount of persistence and desire to actually materialize. Okay. So, we don't realize how much that, you know, like basically people will quit before they ever get to the point that they're trying to get to, right? um and sometimes it was literally like three steps before they were about to get there. For example, in the book, there's the part with the gold mine, and the brothers were digging and digging and digging, and they eventually stopped. Well, they stopped 3 miles before they found the gold or the treasure or whatever it was, right? So there's another part in the book where there's a little girl that's asking for money. I think it was for her mom or something like that. Um, and the man kept saying no, right? She kept asking this man for money, and he kept saying no. But she kept persisting, and she had the desire of helping her mother, or using the money for something, right? Um, so in her persistence, she ended up getting him to give it to her, and he said, "I don't know why. I just felt like I should." Um, So this is showing that with desire and persistence, and those two things together, right, are the formula for getting what you actually want. Okay, so um, we have that base desire of I want this because blah blah blah, right? And I know people will tell you that desires are bad, but they're not. Okay, it's not bad to have a desire. Um, if you think that God doesn't have desires, you're already not thinking right, because God desires to experience everything through itself, right? Um, and those desires can change all the time, right? So it's the same thing with us. We have certain desires to experience certain things in our life. So whatever that heartfelt desire is, if it's to experience a real love, or if it's to experience a new apartment, or to experience a new car, or to experience a trip, or whatever, right? Um, we have that desire, and then we start taking action, and we keep persisting no matter what failures come aboard, no matter what tries to stop us, no matter what tries to push us down. We keep going. And I know that can be hard sometimes, but if you truly want it, you will keep going. Okay. um, this is the key to unlocking everything, right? Because like I said, most people will stop before they ever get to that point. So when you have the desire for something, um, knowing that you already have it, right? But there's this desire in your heart to experience a certain thing. Um, and then you persist and persist and persist. No matter what, it's yours. So you're going to keep going until you see it materialize in your reality. Okay. No matter what anybody has to say, no matter, like, okay, I'm going to give you guys an example here, because this is something that has been annoying for me, right? If you guys have watched my past videos, you guys will know that I've been working on manifesting a new apartment that is better, in better shape, um, you know, a better environment for me to make videos, etc. Um, and it's been an annoying process, applying for places, and with the market right now, it is pretty ridiculous trying to find something within a good price range. But that's not going to stop me. People told me I won't find what I want to find. But I don't believe that. I believe that God will give me the perfect place that fits every desire that I had to, experience. So I trust that where I'm going is leading me there, and I'm taking actions to, to find that place, right? I'm still looking, still applying for places, whatever, right? Paying down debts so I can have more money to put down payments, whatever, whatever. Um, but again, this is just an example of the things that, if you really look back on everything that you've ever actually desired and you persisted on that thing, you got it at some point. Okay. This is the same thing with people that become wealthy, right? Or rich, or they have money. They kept persisting no matter what people told them, no matter what got thrown in their way, no matter what obstacles showed up. Okay. They kept pushing towards a new business or a new idea or something that could make them cash flow. Okay. So this is the biggest key in manifesting things, right? And I mean, in reality, you're not even manifesting those things. You're manifesting the version of yourself that attracts all those things naturally. Okay. But if we don't persist and we don't have a desire, then there would be no point. Okay. If you have no desire, then you have no desire to live. That would be pointless, right? If you don't have anything that you want to see in life, if you don't have anything that you want to experience in life, then what's the point? Okay, so there's always something that you're probably desiring. Okay, there's something that you want to experience. Trust in yourself that you can experience this. Trust that source is taking you exactly where you need to go. All of the no's, all of um the obstacles, everything is thrown in your way for a reason. And I know that sounds like, a bypassing type of thing, but it's not. Um, like sometimes, for example, if you're on the way home and there's traffic all of a sudden, maybe there's a reason there was traffic, right? Maybe it was protecting you from an accident or something else. Okay. Um, or, like, for example, if somebody's telling you no, maybe it's trying to test you to see if you're really going to stick to what you believe and what you know to be true. Okay. So trust that your vision is greater than theirs. Okay. It is your life, not theirs. Okay. They have their own experience of reality and you have yours. Okay. And that's not to separate, right? That doesn't mean that we're somehow separate, but it's just, in the individuation of source, we are experiencing different perspectives. Okay. So trust in yourself to get where you're going. Trust in source that source is leading you exactly where you need to be. Okay. In this moment, trust, have faith, and know that you are that person and you're simply building to become in that moment. Okay. So, with that being said, guys, I'm doing one on one consultations. So, if you are ready to build your new reality, please hit up my email in the description. Send a email of your name and a short description of what you're going through, and we will get a video call set up. Okay. I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.